Hello everybody, this is Kaboom. So today I have a bookshelf tour for you, but before we get into the video, I have a couple things I need to say. Like, I changed my name from Kaboom Reads to Kaboom. I don't know why, just because I kind of want to do more stuff than just books. I want to read books, I want to do movies, TV shows, I don't know, reactions. I just want to make it a wider range of stuff. So I changed it from Kaboom to Kaboom. And then I have, I'm going to be going to the Keys, and I just wanted a video to post while I'm there, and I'll have a reading vlog. And I have a reading vlog from the Keys. I will be doing that. And I didn't want to keep you too long, so I'm just going to get into the video. My first shelf I have is the Lego shelf. I have a lot of Legos. I used to have way more, but like I used to do a Lego channel. I'll put a link in the description. You can check it out. I just don't post there anymore. I might post some Lego videos on my channel, on this channel once in a while, but I'll link the old channel. So this is my Lego shelf. I have here some of my favorite builds I have, and this is my diner, which is one of my favorite ones, and I keep it in the corner right there. It's really beautiful, I think. The next shelf is my Rick Riordan shelf. Right, I think it's a really good shelf. It just takes so much room. And then I have my Greek Gods and Greek Heroes first. I think one of my favorite books. I think it's very cool how like they're all like in paperback. I like to collect paperbacks of them. And then I have my Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the hardcover set, I love these covers. And then I love also the Heroes of Olympus covers. And then I love these new Kane Chronicles cover I made a video on previously. And then I have my Magnus Chasing the Gods of Asgard sets, and then Charles of Apollo, which is I just need the fifth book, which is coming out in October. My next shelf, I think, is my fantasy shelf, and this is just one of my favorite shelves. Because there's just so many diverse books. The first book I have is the Lord of the Rings set. I wanted to get my 75th anniversary edition. I just gave it away. I just gave it to someone to read, and I never got it back, which is kind of disappointing. So I had to get this like little tiny one in the corner right there. Yeah, you can see it just like doesn't match. The next book series I have is the Fifth Wave series. I have not read this yet. Is my next book I'm planning to read. It will be on my vlog that is coming out pretty soon. The Fifth Wave series, which I heard good things about, and I cannot wait to read. Then my favorite book series of all time is the Maze Runners series by who is it by? I forgot. By James Dashner. He's a very good author. I love the Maze Runner series, so I like to put it in the middle of my bookshelf, which is really cool. Sorry. So I put that in the middle of my bookshelf. And then I have the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. I love the Hunger Games. I told you in a previous, I don't have the original. I have a special edition cover. I just think it's very nice. And then I have the original Catching Fire paperback version and Mockingjay. And there's nothing too special about these. They're the paperback originals. I really love these books. They are one of my favorites. The Hunger Games will always have a special place in my heart. The next book I have is kind of like a parody of the Hunger Games. It's called The Hunger Pains. I think it's kind of funny. I've not read it yet. I've just seen the cover, and I put it in my bookshelf. It was at like a free library, a little free library. But those are like really funny because like the main character, I'm pretty sure, is funny. And then I have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. And then I'm reading that one right now, I'm pretty sure. And then I have Stranger Things, Darkness at the Edge of Town by Adam Christopher. This was a really good book in my eyes. It is part of a 3-book series on Stranger Things. They're all just different stories on Stranger Things. I've read this one. I want to read the other 2, but I've heard they're pretty boring, so I'm just going to wait it off. But this one is really good. It was one of my favorites. It's kind of like a murder mystery. So I just think it's really cool how many stories it was one of my favorites, and it was like pretty different when I read it. Sorry about that. The next book I have is The Office book. I got this one recently. I found it at Target, and I love the show The Office, so there's some cool pictures. I can't find it. Where is it? Sorry about that. Okay, it is right here. There's just some cool pictures in there, and there's like about how The Office has started. I picked it up fairly recently, like earlier this week. It looks really cool, and I like it on my shelf. So the next book I have is Lifters. Lifters is a book I never really loved, but I never really hated. It just like lingered on my shelf. If I have any better books and I run out of space, this one will be one of the first to go, but it is just like on my shelf doing nothing right now. The next book I really like is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It is a memoir. I don't have the dust jacket for some reason. I don't know where I put it. But this is a very good book. It's very different from my fantasy and fiction, but it is a very nice change. The next one I have is really good. It's based on a true story, I believe. It is Dark Water Rising by Marion Hale. It is definitely one of really good. It was about the hurricane in Texas, and I just loved it. I don't know why. It was not one of my genres, but I really liked it. For some reason, so I kept it on my shelf. The next book is Holes. It is just a regular copy of Holes. I watched the movie first when I was really little, and then I just picked the book up. And then I really liked it. The next book I have are my Guinness World. No. Okay, I had one more. The Crossover series by Kwame Alexander. This is a basketball series, kind of like in poems. I think it's really cool. I got the graphic novel first, and then I really wanted to read the real book, so I read both of them. I think these are really good books, and I recommend you if you love basketball. Okay, the next I have the Guinness World Record series, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I have the Guinness World Record series. I have been collecting them since 2016. I have from 2020 to 2016. I have 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. I love these books. I don't know why. It's just you can see all these crazy people doing crazy stuff. I don't know. Gives me ideas. I've tried to break a few of them. I've never been successful. On the next book I have is my graphic novel and comic book shelves. There is my Calvin and Hobbes books, because I love Calvin and Hobbes. They're one of my favorite comic books of all time. And then I just have a bunch of graphic novels, random graphic novels I like. Just some of these are really cool. That was a Kane Chronicles sampler set I got. Just a bunch of random books that I really liked, but they're not real books. But I have The Lightning Thief. And then this is my favorite comic book. I picked it up thinking it would be a Scorched Trials graphic novel version, but it's actually a prelude, which is a bunch of different cool stories I did not know. So if you are a big fan of the Scorched Trials, Maze Runner series like me, it is really good to pick up, because there's just a bunch of different little clip snippets that you never got. It's just comic book stories of how this happened and how this happened. I think it's very good, very good. Yeah, just one of my favorite comic books. I don't know can't tell you how many times I've read it. Every night I'll read it once. Okay, so that is my comic book shelf. And the last shelf I have is just a bunch of things I've thrown down. And it is why it's my bottom shelf. It's just a bunch of my football, basketball cards, random big books. I just throw down there without anything. It's my bottom shelf. That's one I'm going to get rid of when I get more real books to put on my shelf. And I think that's all I have. So, thank you guys for watching.